Hello everyone, and welcome to this new episode of Invisible Threads of Kindness. It has been a while, and it is as I enjoy recording these episodes when I really can tune into the messages of nature and I can tune into the messages of myself. And it has been a time of big transition and a lot of things has been coming up. So I'm now taking the time and really being with this beautiful sunshine. It's just so magnificent. And looking into the mirror of the trees in the waters. And the water is just mirror the sky, and it's like a deep blue, and it's just sublime. It really makes my heart melt in awe, and my eyes, it really fills my eyes of beauty. I can see these colors so vivid in nature and see these colors, how they really are reflected everywhere by this beauty of these leaves that are already dead and the branches that are dry. But then there is this huge life force, which is like really, I can feel it's really condensed and full underground, like the leaves have fallen, the fruits have fallen, everything has fallen to the ground, and it's now really filling itself up so that it can be reborn soon in spring and blossom again. But it's already alive, so full of life. And as I'm recording this, it's we're just in the days after the winter solstice, so it's really, I can feel this shift into the light, moving into the life force and moving into those new chapters to open with the new year. I can feel really this days becoming longer and a big time of introspection having brought its fruits and being so sweet. And I was really reflecting on people as extensions of medicine from the earth. Because I often tune into nature as the organic, the elemental realm, as the realm made of stones, minerals, plants, waters, air, and fire, and all the beautiful elements, and the leaves, the flowers, the perfumes, the incense, the stones, and the mountains, the birds, the animals, and all of this really non-human realm, which I think it's just so anciently beautiful and wise. And so this is usually the medicine I always get into, because it just is language that is non-human, that feels so easy for me to tap into. It feels like a language which doesn't have any filters. It's just pure and full of love. And it just gets through you, because it gets through your heart and it doesn't filter anything. While with people, I feel we often put on masks and filters and belief systems. And not to blame anyone, it's just the way we learned to be, and the way we are relearning in a way each day. I think once you're on a path of self-discovery, you relearn each day to be reborn and to rediscover yourself and take away all those layers and belief systems and constructs that might no longer serve the evolution of the human and the planet and the wholeness of the whole system, the ecosystem, the cosmic system, which is at the end our purpose to really evolve together. And so I feel like when I speak to people, sometimes the barrier of languages and belief systems, and even now you might listen to this and Maybe you might feel my own identification in it. And this creates some sort of barrier sometimes. But I'm tapping today into thinking about how beautiful it is when, beyond the barriers of the language and the thought systems that we might have inherited or how we've been educated, beyond that, there is really this language of the heart between each and every form of existence and humans as well, where even if the appearance might look in a certain way, deep down you can feel how the heart is resonating, how the heart is speaking, how the heart is bringing that medicine. And I'm really thinking about how people, when they touch into the organic language of the heart, the organic language of life, the organic language of this beautiful existence, rich, prosperous, magnificent universe that we're in, then they really become this extension of this awe. They become this extension of this organic nature. They become medicine. They become medicine for one another. We become medicine for these times of tumultuous change. And it's so beautiful. I just want to take a moment to honor today all the forms of existence which are involved in the medicine of this era and which are involved in the medicine of this world and earth and cosmos, because I do think we are in such a huge ecosystem which is far beyond the limits that we can put into our thinking mind. And everything, every single part of it is connected, and every single part of it, it's somehow inspiring and also influencing one another. And it's so beautiful when we can allow ourselves to just let go of all the thinking minds and the layers and all the constructs, and just tune into something which is just the pure heart resonance. The resonance into something that is beyond the understanding, it's beyond the logic, it's beyond the strategy, it's beyond, far beyond all those systems of categorizing and deciding and controlling and needing and competing. And it's just within a space where everything just organically comes together. And we can surrender into this flow, we can surrender into this medicine, and we become an extension of this medicine. We become an extension of this incredibly generous, prosperous, healing existence. And as I just look into this sunshine and beautiful skies and beautiful trees being reflected in water, that's the only thing I can really feel and share. And I want to share today. Because it's my awe of life, it's the awe and the part where I really want to honor it. And taking time to see where do I want to put what do I want to see in my life? What do I want to look into? What I want to bring into my life? From which part of me do I want to share and give and be tuned into life? And really give this perspective where all of the mindsets that keep me limiting, constricting myself, where they keep me distant from the generosity of this life, I let them go, I let them leave, I let them compost into the soil, I let them fall like the leaves, because I can really see how everything is a delight, how everything, and it might sound absurd in a place where there is so much war and there is so much conflict and there is so much poverty and suffering. But it is that we are, I think, as a collective existence, that we're learning to move beyond, to really see how each one of us can take responsibility in the ways we want to show up in the ways we want to be present, in the ways we want to interact with one another, in the ways we want to remove the filters from our heart so that we do not create further suffering, so that we do not perpetuate further suffering within ourselves and within the world, so that we are really not keeping in this place of anger and sorrow and grief and conflict, but we really come from a place of deep peace and serenity and gratitude. And really, whenever we're tapped into deep gratitude for life, for all that is life, then we ripple that, and we ripple more serenity into life. And we allow others to feel more gratitude and forgiveness, forgiving one another for everything that might have been created that is perpetuating suffering, and forgiving ourselves and forgiving others that might have caused our suffering within this life or within all the ancestral lives and within all the intricate web of life, and become someone who can bring then more harmony and restoration and regeneration and create from a place of integrity and love and gratitude. Seeing that really it's about shifting perspective and shifting into a perspective of benevolence and prosperity and kindness and generosity and presence, and committing to that no matter what, committing to being in a place of sublime awe and gratitude towards all that is and has been and will be, and creating from that place so that we might create a world that we're really proud of living in, becoming our own muse and becoming our own heroes, becoming that what we feel we really want to share and we feel like we really want to give as medicine to this world. We really want to give that inerrant light to the world so that the world as well can take away all those layers of darkness that humanity might have created by just forgetting the humanity, forgetting the heart that pulsates and that is connected to life at each moment, at each breath, always connected to everything. And so I really want to end the episode honoring deeply and profoundly who's listening, honoring this life path, honoring these years that have been leading me to also see things from a new perspective and letting go of sufferings and opening to really abundant landscapes and abundant in really the essence of what we are. Not necessarily it has to be something material. It can be an extension, but it's really about how we feel inside and how rich we can feel inside and how we walk from that space of gratitude and honoring and connection and reverence to everything that is, so that it can expand joy and ripple beauty and ripple benevolence and love towards anything, and feeling the richness and fullness at each moment. Because just feeling the sunshine feels enormously rich. Seeing the water feels enormously rich. And knowing that my body can breathe in air and drink water and look into the sunshine and clear my side, and really being able to rewire my nervous system, being in an organic creation, I think that's the most exhilarating and immense richness we can perceive and have and be part of, and it's already there, and learning to take care of that part. I'm sending you many blessings for this new year, and I hope it can inspire you to bring more awe and lightness into your own creation and day. Thank you for tuning in, and wishing a beautiful day.